My name's Ryan, and what I'm about to tell you is something I never thought I'd speak about again. It happened 4 years ago, in a small town in Ohio. Back then, I was 26, newly married, and trying to save money. So when we found an old 3-bedroom house on the edge of town for half the price, we thought we'd hit the jackpot, but we had no idea what was waiting for us inside that house. The house. It stood on a quiet road surrounded by dead trees. The paint was peeling, the porch sagged, and the windows always looked foggy from the inside. But it had character, that's what my wife, Emily, said. The real estate agent was in a hurry that day. She handed us the keys, smiled nervously, and said, "It's an old place. Just don't go down to the cellar. It floods sometimes." She left before I could even ask another question. First week. The first few days were uneventful. We cleaned, unpacked, and laughed about how creepy the place looked at night. But on the 4th night, things started. It was around 2:30 a.m. when I woke up to a faint knocking sound. Tap, tap, tap. It was coming from downstairs. I got up, half asleep, thinking maybe a window was loose. When I reached the living room, everything was still except the front door. It was slightly open, just a few inches. Closed it and locked it tight. Didn't think much of it, but the next morning, Emily swore she'd locked it herself before bed. A week later, while moving boxes, I found the basement door. It was hidden behind a wooden shelf. Remembered what the agent said. Don't go down there. But curiosity got the best of me. When I opened it, a damp, moldy smell hit me like a wave. The stairs creaked under my feet as I went down, and my flashlight barely cut through the darkness. At the bottom was a stone floor and an old table covered in dust. There were candle stubs, a rusted chain, and on the far wall, scratch marks, long, deep scratches like someone had clawed at the stone with their bare hands. Turned to leave, but I heard something. A whisper, so faint I almost thought it was the wind. "Don't go." I froze. The light flickered, and for a split second, saw a shape standing in the far corner, pale, still watching me. I ran up the stairs so fast I almost tripped when I slammed the door shut. Emily was standing there, terrified. She said she'd heard someone talking from the basement. From that night on, the house felt different. The air was colder, heavier. Emily started complaining of headaches, bad dreams, and every morning, we'd wake up to that same smell, damp soil, like something rotten was buried beneath the floor. One night, Emily woke me up shaking, crying. She said there was a woman standing at the foot of our bed, staring at her. I turned the lights on. Nothing. But her side of the blanket was ice cold. That's when I called a local historian. I needed to know what had happened in that house. He told me the property once belonged to a family in the 1950s. The husband went missing one night. The wife claimed he ran off, but months later, neighbors reported screams from the basement. When police finally searched the house, they found bones buried beneath the floor. The wife was arrested. She'd killed him, buried him there, and lost her mind. She died in a mental hospital years later. Her name was Emily Harper. My wife's name is also Emily. That night I couldn't sleep. Around 3 a.m. I heard her whispering, softly. I thought she was talking in her sleep. But then I heard it. 2 voices. One was hers, and one wasn't. I turned on the lamp and froze. Emily was standing near the wall, facing it, her hands pressed flat against it. She was whispering over and over, "He's still here, he's still here." I pulled her back. Her skin was ice cold. Behind where she'd been standing, the wallpaper was peeling, and beneath it, a hidden door. Inside that wall cavity, we found bones. Old, brittle bones. The police took them away. We moved out the next day. A month later, the new owners contacted me. They asked if we'd ever experienced anything strange there, because every night at 2:30 a.m., they hear knocking on the front door. 3 soft knocks, just like we did. Slow fade out. Faint knocking sound. Tap, tap, tap. End of story. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon, so you'll be the first to know whenever a new horror story drops.